advisors. I had asked for volunteers on the Matrix forums, and several individuals have stepped forward and have now claimed their place among our empire to lead in their respective area of expertise. We have a resource officer advisor. We have a diplomat. We have a research expert. We have a military advisor. And we have an intelligence officer. Each one of these individuals will not only guide me to help lead our race to become the best empire in the galaxy, but they will have to work together amongst themselves to come up with the best solutions for our civilization. As you can see, we are very early in the game here, and we are located in the bottom right-hand corner of the known galaxy. The known galaxy consists of 400 different stars scattered amongst the nebula clouds of a 6 by 6 grid section. We know of just several little places in the galaxy, but soon, hopefully, with the advice of my advisors, we will expand out and become the most powerful empire in the galaxy. So, on the advice of my different officers, I'm going to be making some changes to how things are set up. The first thing of note is I have taken all of the automation from the game and converted it over to manual, because I am going to be manually controlling what my officers advise me to do. The only thing I did not switch off at this point, and I have not had a chance to discuss it with the rest of my advisors, is the actual design of the ships. At this point, I'm just going to leave that to fully automated and let the computer design our ships once we have the proper research. And I'd be willing to listen to my advisor's thoughts on what the best thought is to how to control that aspect of our empire. But our research officer has advised me to make some changes to the research that we're doing, and I am going to turn off our automation because we are now being automated by our research advisor. So for weapons technology, he suggested leaving it on starfighters, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm not sure what he said to look at afterwards. I think what he had mentioned I couldn't find. I think he mentioned EMP weapons, but I'm not sure. Being a new player, I'm not exactly sure what he was talking about. I noticed there's ion weapons down here, so I wasn't for sure if that's what he was talking about, but I'm sure he will update me. Energy and construction. As our research officer had mentioned, we have a special Xenox shielding research that we already know, and he advises me to go towards reactors. And I'm assuming that he's talking about the nuclear supercharging, which improves our fusion reactors. So I will click on that, and I will unload our capacitor overloading at this point. And for the second thing after the nuclear supercharging, I believe he talked about going into our hyperdrive. I believe that's what it was. I'm going to have to double check my notes on that. Our high-tech and industrial. He has suggested that we go with Marshy Swamp, colonization, which I will switch to. And as a reminder for all those who are joining and for our research officer, we have 108K of weapons, 129K of energy, and 323K of high tech. And we only know of two research stations at this point. Okay, moving on to what we need to do here. I am actually going to be taking our construction ships off of automatic, and we're going to manually do these. Our resource advisor has suggested that we take one of our planets in our home system, which is Deloria 10. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our DeLorean decoy and I'm going to send him out there to build on the planet a mining station. And the other thing he suggested we do is to take one of the other moons of our home planet that has steel on it and to build on that location. So I am going to choose Deloria 2, and the reason I'm going to choose Deloria 2 is it has steel and lead. So we're going to take our next construction ship, the Hardy Challenge, and we're going to build a mining station on that facility. The third construction ship, I am just going to leave sit there for a minute because I'm going to hopefully use it as soon as we can find another Caslon location in a nearby system to help fuel our mighty fleet that our military officer is building for us. Speaking of which, I will go into our construction yard and look at our military ships, and as you can see, our lonely empire has only got an escort, a frigate, and a destroyer at this point, but our military advisor has decided that building some escort ships, 10 escort ships, looks like a short-term goal to help all of our mining facilities in the nearby sectors. And so I will build 10 escort ships to help. I'm assuming he just wants me to leave them on automation and let them do their own escorting at this point. But please do advise me if you think of a different suggestion for that. One thing I did forget about, and I'm going to have to automate myself right now, is our exploration in the nearby sectors, which at this point we don't have anybody assigned to that. So if we go into exploration ships, you notice we have 3 of them, and they're all on automated. I'm going to take these off of automated because right now the computer is suggesting we send one to the south, one to the southwest, and one west, and trying to take care of that area. I think what I'll do is I'm going to send one to the south and kind of worry about that area, but then I'm going to send one to the northwest and one to the northeast. So let's set that up with our exploration ships, which are this one here, the Swift Sonye. Yeah, we'll send that guy south. That's fine. Our next one, the Honest Miracle, I'm actually going to send that guy, we're going to send him up to this system here. And the Lone Star Raider, instead of sending him south, I'm going to send him up to the northeast. And the reason for that, and I'm more than willing to listen to what my advisors think, is I'm thinking we have one kind of worry about the south area. We can send one to the northwest and see if we can explore this sector, and then send one up to the northeast and explore that sector. The reason I'm thinking that is because of our race settings. And if we look at our race settings in the Xenox here, you notice our race victory conditions. 25% control the most runes in the galaxy, so I think exploring out would be good for us. But here's the big one. 25% explore 100% of the galaxy. 100% of the galaxy, that seems like a lot to explore. So having all of our exploration ships going to the south and the southwest, just I don't think we'll be able to work with that. Something for our research officer to keep in mind. 25% if we build the Galactic Achievement Wonder. And for our military advisor, and this is going to be tough, but I'm sure if anybody can do it, he's going to advise us the best way. 15% lose the fewest ships and bases in the galaxy, and 10% lose the fewest troops in the galaxy. Also, keep in mind, remember, most likely to generate ambassadors and scientists, least likely fleet admirals and troop generals. And we do have our special government technocracy, which we'll take a quick look at. Government type, technocracy. Advantages, minus 15% corruption. Research officer, gotta love this, plus 60% to our research speed. So make sure when you post and advise, make sure there's lots of research step by step for me, because we're going to go through research really fast for you. Disadvantages, none. Natural friends, and this is for our diplomat, way of the ancients, other technocracies, other democratics, utopian paradise, republics, and mercantile guilds. Rivals, none. So hopefully our diplomats, when we start encountering other races, will be able to get us some good allies throughout the galaxy. Okay, so we got our construction ships. They're going to construct some things around our home planet here. We have our exploration ships going to go out. We have some escorts being built. And let's let it roll for a few minutes. To see where we can go. You see, here's our lines going out to our systems we're going to explore. We'll zoom in a little bit here and see if our construction ships are doing their job. Here we go. Zoomed in a little quick there. Alright. This looks like they're about ready to head out here. Let's see if we got anybody that's idle. Hello. Alright. It's getting a little bit laggy here. I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry about that. Alright. So we see our ships are headed out here. Looks like one of our exploration ships. I must have clicked on the wrong button. My bad. Got a little like a freeze there, so I think I had clicked on that ship and was sending them back. That's my bad. I apologize. Okay, what do we got here? Somebody's headed out. That was our third. Construction ship. We didn't have anything assigned to that, so it looks like the last what the computer had programmed for it. It's going to go out and go ahead and start to do. So we'll go ahead and just let that roll for a minute while our exploration ships do their job. Ah, look at our military officer is going to be happy. Look at all these ships being built. One after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. Alright. So we're going to zoom into our planet here and see if we can assign some duties for these ships. Alright. So I'm going to put it on pause for just a second here. Alright, so we got a Venezuela. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay. Let's go to our military here. Military ships. Right now, because I don't know for sure what our military advisor wants to do with these ships, I'm just going to go ahead and set them on auto. Can I do that with just hitting the A key here or not? I guess I'll do it this way, that's fine. Alright, we got a few that are still being built, some of the ones that are ready. I'm sure they're going to go out and help protect some of our outside bases. Alright, and while we're zoomed out here, let's see if we can take a look at some of these sectors here. Oh, look at this. We got an attack here. Let's take a look at where this is coming at. Okay. We have our construction ship and our construction ship that's just started building a mine. He's getting attacked by a, looks like a slug there coming out after him. Yep. Okay. Our construction ship stands no chance, I don't believe, of fighting that slug off. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually manually control this thing for a minute, because the computer had assigned him a job, which I'm not thrilled about. So we're going to assign him our own job. Let's see. I'm going to assign this ship Control 1. I'm going to look around the system and see if I can find something else for us to build on. Alright, so we already have, the only one we don't is this guy over here. Alright, we have helium there, and we have krypton. You know what, maybe, let's look at where our new systems here. Maybe we can send them over there to our new system. See if we got some information in here. Oh, that looks like a Caslon. Is that Caslon there? I think Caslon's blue. Yes, it is. Okay. I know my research advisor, his #1 goal was for me to get Caslon, because I think the military advisor was putting him under some pressure to make sure he can fuel his ships. So what I'm going to do is actually select our construction ship with hitting the 1 key. I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to build a gas mining station right there. Hopefully I'm doing a good job for you guys. Again, I'm just a new player. Only got this game a little bit before Christmas time. Haven't played it a lot. I know the computer does a pretty good job of automating everything, but I'm sure my advisors are going to do a way better job in helping me become the best empire out there. Alright, so we also have this construction ship. I'm sorry, not construction, it's an exploration ship, of course. And we're going to explore this system with it. Alright, see if we got anybody else doing anything here. We're going to take it off pause, see what else we got here. Alright, doesn't look like we got any idols, so that's a good thing. Zoom out here and take a look. Alright, so we have the Casmus system to the south. Alright, we have the Tandersha system to our southwest. Doesn't look like a lot in there. Let's see if we can take a look. resources. We have helium, and we got Tidyrus in here. Okay, so something to keep in mind for our resource officer here. Got some more ships being completed here. It's getting a little laggy again. I don't know why it's doing that. It's like comes and goes. Alright, zoom out. Come on. Otherwise, I want to call this one to a close and see if I can get that situation taken care of here. Vecturna. Let's see, how do you say this? Vecundra. I think that's how I'm going to say that. Vecundra. Alright, and you finish exploring this system, please. Alright. Vecundra. Explore that. Alright. Got anybody on idle? Alright, so this guy is finished. Looks like he's done. I'll send him over here to explore this system here. And we'll zoom into FK 893. FK 893 and see what we find out about it. Oh, looks like just an energy star with nothing around it. Okay. Alright, so we got a little bit exploration going on here. We got our ships being built. Looks like they're getting completed here. Hopefully they're automated and going out and helping protect our bases. Let's take a look at this one here. Casmus system. See what we can find out about it. Alright, see what we know here. Not a lot. Let's look at this gas planet here. Oh, looks like another Caslin. Yes, it is. Another Caslin in the Casmus 9. Alright, what do we know about this one? Oh, wow, this one looks like a good one. It's got Caslin. It has argon, hydrogen, and helium. So that is Casmus 10. We have Casmus 3. I'm going to put that on pause for a second. Alright, Casmus 3 has got gold, iridium, and steel. Casmus 4 has got lead and steel. Casmus 5. Well, this looks like a really good system for resources. I'll tell you, iridium, gold, steel. Let's see what we got here. Casmus 1 has got Aklin. It has Osalia and Necrostones. Casmus 2, Wicomium, and Silicon. Casmus 6 has got Idicium pearls, it's got Aquasian incense, and it's got Palmer. And up here, Casmus 7 looks like gold. Yep. And Casmus 8. Wow, another Caslon. Hydrogen and Krypton. Okay. So this is our Casmus system. Lots of, seems like it's got quite a few resources in there. Something to keep in mind for our military advisor if he wants to send some protection to the system. And also for our resource officer advisor, if he can, if he sees something in there we need to get, that is the system to our direct south. We did have somebody under attack. Where was that attack being happening here? That's Venezuela 7. It's under attack. Let's zoom in here and take a look. Okay, we have a Sand Slug and Ugath Tier 1. And looks like we got a few escort ships here. We got one that's damaged. Oh, we're saving the galaxy. Alright, let's take a good look at this here. Alright. So, which is the guy that was injured? Speed. I think that's the guy that got injured. Let's take a look at what happened to him here. Looks like he got tore up a little bit by that slug. Alright. We're going to go ahead and highlight these escort ships and see if they can take this slug out. Because I think the computer wanted us to place a resource station here, and Wacomium, Osalia, and what's that resource? Come on, Pop Silicon. Alright, let's let it roll for a minute here and see if we can get this slug killed. Zoom back out a little bit while it does that. See what we got going on here. Okay. So Salia 1. Let's see if we can kill that slug here. Okay, we did. Good job. Our military advisor was right by building all these extra escort ships. Venezuela 9 and Venezuela 8. Wise decision by our esteemed military leader to build these ships. I feel very comfortable with his advice. We'll go ahead and reanimate these guys and put them back in the fold here. Looks like we lost that one ship though. That's neither here nor there, I guess. All right. So we're Deloria Decoy. Where are you? It has completed its mission. That's our construction ship. Okay. He completed its mission. Hardy Challenge, construction ship. Escort. We're going to put that guy on auto. Exploration ship. Swift Sonia. Alright, so we're going to send it down to the south here, explore this system. And who else is not doing anything? Deloria Decor. That's our construction ship. So we have 2 construction ships waiting for our resource officer to figure out our next best locations to build on. Here is some potential mining location. Kesmus 6, Acaris, Elikroy, Vendurka 4, Ugrith Tier 1, Kames 2, Ugrith Tier 2, Deloria 9, Coincide. Alright, I'm going to put this on pause because I think I'm going to end this video. We have no potential colonies. There was our resources. Potential research. This should make our research officer pretty excited. Maybe he can convince our research officer to get a weapons research location down there. Where resorts are nothing, and we still have our 2 special locations. Right now, we're still sitting with the Warrior 3 by itself. Our characters, we have not reviewed our characters. Let's just do that really quick. Our leader, colony happiness minus 2%, trade income plus 10, and diplomacy plus 10. Our intelligence officer, set to counterintelligence. We don't know much about him. Our colony governor, We don't know much about him. And our scientist. Wow, look at our scientist. He is going to be a big help in getting our research done. And he is actually located at Doria 3, the spaceport. Doria 3. Something for our intelligence and character officer. Find out where the best location for all of our characters are. Well, guys, I hope I didn't mess up too much. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and save this and kind of get you guys caught up to date, and hopefully we'll be able to post your thoughts and maybe get another video out here in the next day or two. I appreciate all my officers and my advisors coming through and helping me to become the best empire we can, and hopefully I can take the wisdom that you are posting and try to play it out the best way I can. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, suggestions, whatever, please advise me the best way you can, and if I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. Again, thank you for joining us for our second video in the After Action Report with Advisors. This is ID Jester signing off.